What are you doing to spice up your relationship this summer? You know, in today's podcast, Cece and I, we're going to go over some tips, best practices, and some of the things that we're going to be doing and maybe you can do to spice up your summer. So stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back. Welcome back, guys, to another episode. I am your girl, your host, Cece, and I'm joined by my handsome hubby here. What's up, babe?
I'm good. What's up?
Feeling the haircut? I'm good. Finally.
You're feeling me.
Not a caveman anymore.
Everybody, thank you for joining us today. We're glad to have you. If it's your first time tuning into our podcast, it is a weekly podcast where we talk about
love, life, family, relationships, the summer. Y'all know what we do here. We talk about whatever comes to my mind. You know, we're going to be talking about it. There might be rapping here one day. You never know. Okay. Or you might hear my husband rapping here. You never know.
It's never going to happen. So, as always, before we get into the topic of the day, we always like to share our blissful moments. Now, that's either something we've done or something that happened to us during the week.
Yes.
So what's your blissful moment?
Well, my blissful moment is I feel like last week I forgot to wish all the fathers happy Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the podcast was so much about the summer, the trip. And y'all know what to say about fathers.
I'm not surprised. A lot of people forgot about Father's Day.
Yes. Yeah. And it was all over social media how there's nothing, no commercial, no nothing about, it's Father's Day. Come and eat and get 20% off. Or the restaurant is all packed up with people. It was empty. Okay. It was not busy at all.
Very few people celebrate or acknowledge Father's Day.
But I did. On Father's Day, the kids and I, we made a little something. We cooked breakfast. We had the girls wanted to make pancakes for their daddy. They made pancakes.
Which they did.
They did a whole lot of pancakes, y'all. A whole lot of pancakes. They're daddy's girls. And I made them some nice scrambled eggs, with some sausage on the side and some fruit with some orange juice. It was good. It was good. And then lunch. Well, we didn't have lunch. We had brunch.
Yeah, we kind of did. It wasn't
until like noon. And we had dinner.
Well, I slept in. I don't normally sleep in.
You got up early. And then
I had to get the church stuff ready.
But I did say, let's go to church. He's like, no, I ain't going.
Well, I went back to bed and it felt good staying in.
A little later.
Yes, I didn't get out of bed until noon. So it was good.
Yeah. And then, of course, for dinner, I cooked him a nice seafood Alfredo pasta with some veggies on the side, some broccoli.
I ate a whole lot.
He had a whole.
Yeah.
He ate all of it.
I had to fast the next day.
Baby, the spice on the Alfredo sauce was so good. Like, have you guys ever had TJI, the Cajun pasta? Mine was with love, and it tastes so good. Oh, very juicy too, right? The shrimp was so tasty. It was good. And I had a whole bowl. Okay? My plate was full.
Like I said, I had to fast the next day.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, I felt like, last week I forgot to wish all the fathers happy Father's Day. Although my daddy, of course, we talk. They were here the day before at the house. So we ended up having, my mom came over so I could do her hair for her. And then, of course, she cooked for her hubby. She cooked for the dads, okay? Her husband, then the sons.
Yeah, she
meaning
did.
You and my brother. So it was great. We had a great time. Again, happy Father's Day. I hope you guys had a great time on Father's Day. And y'all know how it is. It's not as special as mothers. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. What's your blissful moment?
We had a day off this week. Wednesday was Juneteenth Day, and it was a day off for me. And we spent some time. We had a doctor's appointment early in the morning with one of the girls, and afterwards we took some time and had lunch and browse and go see the parents. And yes.
Yeah.
But it's good. I mean, we got home like
2:30.
Yes, give or take. And it felt like it was a long day because Cece went and laid down, nap a little.
I was out.
I joined her. But, you know, it was good. I mean, we spent and it's good that we were able to split the day. The first part of the day, we had some activities done. And the later part of the day, we were able to relax. And the kids, I don't think they even cared about relaxing because they got home and they got right into whatever other things that they were
playing Roblox and Minecraft. Although, you know, on Tuesday, we were at my brother's house and they had a good time. It was interesting how on Tuesday we stayed home in the morning. Yeah, because I had a day
off on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, because Yeah. So it's like, it's so interesting back to back. So it was interesting on Tuesday. We were home during the day. And then when you got your haircut and we went out, we stayed at my brother's from like 4:30 until like 7-ish, 8 o'clock. Yeah. And on Wednesday, it's like the opposite. We come home early.
Well, hey, listen.
Which is good.
I had to go to work the day after, so I couldn't stay out late.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good to be able to split the days, do some activities during the day. And obviously it was hot. It was hot.
It was hot.
Right there where we had to rest.
Yeah, it was hot. And I don't know. I feel like I didn't see much happening on Juneteenth on Wednesday. I feel like, although I was in the mood for some ribs and corn, for some reason my body was like, okay, it's a celebration. Let's find something. And I kid you not, I told them, let's go to Lucille.
Holiday, you know?
Let's go to Lucille. Let's have some corn and some ribs. But he ended up having something else. And I ended up having a chicken sandwich because I was like, I want a corn. I wanted to really celebrate on Juneteenth. Like, I'm not going to lie to you.
She celebrated at home.
I sure did.
She got home and got on the sofa and relaxed a bit.
I don't know about that.
Well, she had her Starbucks, which is Starbucks is celebrating, you know?
I don't know about that.
I normally get that on the weekends. If you had it on Wednesday, that's a celebration.
Well, I guess it is.
Anyway, so let's get into the topic of the day, which is how we should spice up our
But before you get to the topic, I want to wish you all, you know, a happy Juneteenth, and I hope you really had. I hope you all of our people, you know what I'm talking about. Hope y'all had a day off where you took the time to rest and enjoy or barbecue with your family.
Oh, remember what that day meant. Remember what had happened and what significance this day have on all of our lives today.
Yeah, although we had ours back in 1804, but
ours was way
yes.
We had ours, but you know what? Any time something happened to a group of people or a race,
a group of us.
That liberates them, I think. Which people should never have to be liberated from things because we're born to be free. But we all know. Anyway, but yes, for those of you, I think we celebrated. Well, we acknowledged the day. I don't think it's a celebration.
It should be a celebration. I really hope like y'all be doing the 20% off on July 4th. I really hope like, you know, Juneteenth we get like a 20% off. You know, go to City Furniture, Rooms to Go, or whatever furniture places that you go to. You get that. You know how you see it in commercial? You get like 20% off or 50% off. Like, especially you see like all the fireworks and everything that's coming out, especially the holidays, like right across, like literally in 2 weeks. July 4th is in 2 weeks. I mean, we did that too. I'm just saying.
No comments. I'm not commenting.
Y'all can tell how I feel about this, right? Because I don't see anything. I didn't see anything. I'm just saying.
No comments.
But anyway,
let's get into the topic of the day, which is what should we do to spice up our relationships? So, hey, listen, this should be fantastic.
Yes.
Talking about the things that we should do for our relationship in the summer.
Listen, this man was home on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I told him, listen, this is on you, and I'm going to give him the credit on this topic.
You know, this podcast is going to be about some of the things that I want to do, I wish to do, and a few of them I've done already. But I think all of them, when you look at them together, they can all add up to what makes what really, really brings some spice, some fire in your relationship, especially during the summer, because many of us are planning on doing different things throughout the summer, either with, our spouse or our children. Yeah. And if we can make them things that are all relationship related, right, we all benefit from it. So we're talking about really spicing up things.
So I feel like last week we talked about discipline your child, make sure you keep an eye, or make sure you don't be all fun mom and dad. Don't be a friend to your kids. So now today's all about the spicy.
Well, yes.
Spicy things.
Yes. Now I know some of you guys thinking craziness when you think of spicy. No, I'm talking about things that are not erotic. But anyway, so, it's all about how to fill your summer with fun, with love, and adventure if you're an adventurous person. Summer is the perfect time to strengthen your bond with your partner. And that allows you to create memories, unforgettable memories. Right. And that's something we're big at. Everything we do, we try to capture it. Videos, photos. We've been building a big library, which all of these moments are moments we want to take with us. And the summer allows you to do that. So whether you're planning a long vacation or looking for different ways to connect, the ideas I'm going to share with you guys will definitely give you some things to do, which will allow Cece to really hold me accountable to get these things done.
Hey, listen, I'm that girl.
Hey, listen.
I'm that girl.
She will remind me. You remember you said this in the podcast? It hasn't happened yet, which is a good thing. I'm publicly going on record and saying that I want to do these things.
Okay. See, today, listen, we're going to hold them accountable.
Hey, listen, summer down here, I think all around where we are, summer's always sunny. So it's all about enjoying the sunshine. Well, if you live in a place... Well, there's no places where it's cold in the summer. I don't believe there is. Maybe Alaska. But it's been raining. But, it's about enjoying the sunshine and make the most of the things that you can do outdoors. Yes. And I know for someone like myself, a lot of my times are spent indoors. I go to work indoors. I come home and I stay indoors. So any opportunities that I can get to do things outdoors, it helps. And I know Cece spent a lot of time indoors as well. The homeschooling with the kids, it's indoors. You do a lot of work from home, which is indoors. If you go meet a client, you just hop in the car and then
get inside of the house.
Yes. So
and I want to say one of my favorite activities is, of course, which I mentioned to you last week, is going on picnics.
Yes.
I love picnics. There's something so romantic about, packing a basket with your favorite snacks and finding a cozy spot. We used to do that before we had children. You see how my voice kind of lowered down? Yes. Because I'm like, babe, are you going to start doing that again? Because I used to love doing the picnic thing. I used to love it. I remember last summer we had a picnic by the lake. Yeah. And it was just perfect.
Well, yes, it's good to go out and
perfect. Remember we brought some fresh fruit, sandwiches.
Well, we bought the fruit from the store. Could have been there for a couple of days, but it felt fresh.
Some fresh fruit. Yes. The sandwiches were great. Yeah. And even I think we even had a little bottle of wine with us. So, we spent the whole afternoon
and the beauty with this is...
and laughing.
It didn't take a whole lot to do it. And that's one of the problems with me. Sometimes I think that it'll take a whole lot of planning, a lot of moving things around.
My husband, he's very extreme. For all of you, for my family members and friends who watch the podcast, know my husband. He is the extreme guy. Something could be so simple. My man is going to make it so...
I'm a complicated person.
Yeah, you are. And sometimes being complicated takes... It actually don't make it happen.
Well, yes. And that's something I'm working on is start looking at things.
He's the perfect guy.
Simple. Don't think of things in 20 steps. Think them in 2 steps or 5 steps.
I say just do it.
Or just do it. It doesn't have to be over the top. For instance, going on a picnic, we could just get some fast food. Well, listen, healthy fast food.
But here's the thing. When we used to, before we had the girls, we'll go to Pollo Tropical and get the chicken and the rice and the black beans and the sweet potatoes and some yuca. You talking about the picnic right there in And we had our drinks.
Less than $50. You have
water.
everything you need.
Yeah, all we needed is just a
picnic.
blanket. Yeah.
Yes, I have a tarp. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So for I'm sure there are some people out there who are like me who thinks things very complex,
very extreme.
Simplify the way we think things.
Simplicity is
like
the best
when we look
way.
at it, we can have a picnic literally every weekend if I think of it
you allow
in its
yourself,
simplest.
if you allow it, you allow it.
Yeah, but at the end of the thing, man, it's gonna take so much to get this done. Let's just not do it. But you know, another great idea is take out a new hobby together. Mm-hmm. You know, and during the summer you have time. Now, there's something I haven't done, which it'll probably be tough for me to do. Go paddle boarding or kayaking.
Okay.
Now we'll have to find a water stream because where we are right now, we'll have to drive a distance to find a waterway to go kayak, but not in deep water. But you know, running water, so you gotta find a river or someplace. So we gotta go deep in nature to do that. But I'd like to.
That would be great for you.
Because it should be fun.
I'm not doing that. Give me the earth. I'm an earth girl. Okay.
Yeah, keep your foot on the ground.
Like my sign is earth. I'm an earthy girl. Okay. I'm an earth girl.
I guess no kayaking, no paddle boarding for her. But some people can enjoy it.
I'm not a water girl.
I think it'll be a good thing to do for people who's into that type of stuff, right?
Yeah, I think it's great to build capture moments together, especially you want to look back at every summer. Mm-hmm. Listen, this is what we did this summer. We did this. We had a great time. We would like to experience it again.
We'll have a great time kayaking.
Yeah, listen, I don't know about that.
Or here's this. How about a movie night outdoors?
That would be great. I truly feel like we should go watch the Bad Boys 3, 4. Which one is it?
4 now.
4.
Yeah.
Like, remember that movie theater that we went to before we had the kids? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do it.
A drive-in's good, but I'm talking about something you could do in your own yard. If you have the yard, you have a projector.
I mean, we have the yard, we have the backyard, we have the patio. So, yeah. I mean, I just don't want bugs. I don't want bugs and flying
I'm gonna spray. See, if I'm gonna do something, I spray the back and make sure.
I'm that girl.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But if you have a nice backyard, I think it's great.
It's a great idea.
You can do that, you know, just set it up and make sure you watch the weather report. So you don't want all of a sudden it starts raining, especially if you have electronic equipment outside and it starts raining. That could be bad. But plan it. Especially
you in Florida, so you got to be very careful with the weather. So
until just yesterday, it was sunny 1 second, and then before we know it started raining.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah, so but if you plan it, you can have a good movie night outdoors. But I like the drive-in. I didn't think about the drive-in.
Yeah, the drive-in would be great. I think it would be great because now as we talking about it, and I'm like having flashback on all the memories that the great stuff that we've done. Yeah.
We've had some drive-in memories.
We do.
Yes. Now
so is the other people that was next to us.
Now, hey, listen. Some good romantic.
Here's the reason why too. The driving, I know I'm in my own comfort, car where nothing crazy, because I'm still having PTSD of what happened a few years back with all the movie theaters. That's why I'd rather go during the day where it's not so busy. But if you want to watch a good movie, it's best to watch it at night. I truly feel like for me, the driving would be a lot safer for me because I'm in my own vehicle. If anything is happening, God forbid, we can just drive off.
Well, yeah. But it's a different experience. You don't have a stranger sitting next to you.
Yeah, we could bring your own food. You don't have to pay for the theater food. That could be very expensive and unhealthy for you. So we get either... or
we get some fried pork.
We get some good. Listen, I would not mind put our feet on the what is this thing called? The dash. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying you're watching a movie.
But you know what? It just, if you could do things that makes it romantic, and something like this would really be. Now we can go by ourselves. We'll drop the kids off.
Yeah.
But things like this can make it. Really romantic. And you got to think of the little gestures that can make a big difference and keeping things alive.
Yes.
Like, yes, we drop the kids off at our parents.
Yes.
We go to the drive-in.
The drive-in movie is fun.
Now that movie is not a romantic movie.
But it's good. It's something that apparently that movie is already up there in the billions. You know, the movie came out beginning of the month.
Yeah, it's Bad Boys.
And it's already in the billions.
Yes, and I've seen all three of them.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see this fourth one.
The third one was great.
Yeah, they've all been
They've all been good. I really want to. You know what, babe? I think, that should be something we do this summer. Go see it.
Oh, I want to do it this week. Well, I can't do it this weekend because we got planned, but I want to do it as soon as possible.
Listen, the idea is in your mind, so might as well do it now.
Yeah.
And I think,
that may be my surprise night. Because one idea, it's important to do the little surprise. Now, she already might, but it's going to be one of those days. I won't even announce it. We'll just go.
And you know how I feel about surprise night. He knows that. But that hasn't, if we're being honest with our audience.
It hasn't happened.
For good years.
Well, here's the thing with Cece. She likes to know what's happening so she can make her mind up.
That's not true.
But a movie night, if we're going to go see this movie wherever we're going, that she doesn't have to make up her mind. She'll just have to come along. But plain little surprise night. Now, it doesn't have to be like, I'm thinking movies, but it could be anything else. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. It could be something simple, but something that was not expected.
Something meaningful. Yeah.
If you're someone who can cook, if your wife goes or your spouse goes to work, maybe it's surprising when they get home with their favorite meal. Mm-hmm. It could be something. Well, cooking is not simple, but if you're someone who cook,
cooking is never simple.
But if you're someone who loves cooking, you can do that. But think of something that maybe you've been trying to do, you haven't done for a while, and just take your spouse and go do it. Either do it at home, or if it's something you have to go away from home, just do it, because there's little surprises.
Right.
And don't be like me who thinks everything has to be big. It could be something small. It could be something free. It doesn't have to be something you have to pay money for. Right?
Yeah, I agree. But I'm all about surprise date night. I'm all about, and he knows that's one thing about me. Babe, let's drop the kids. Let's go
do something.
Yeah, I'm taking you out. This is something like, my man knows that, hey, once I hear I'm taking you out, don't say no more. Say no more. I'm getting ready to now. Wherever we're going, I'm going to Google and make sure the food is good.
Here's the thing with Sissy. If we're going out, I have to let. If I'm gonna surprise her, I have to let her know like 3-some hours in advance.
Oh yes.
I can't do it like 1 hour and say, "Hey, baby, let's just get ready. We're leaving in the next 30 minutes."
It doesn't even matter if it's like
it doesn't work that way.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's like in the morning. Hey, I'm dropping the kids at my mom's and we're going out later in the evening. That's great.
Yeah, but I have to give her enough notice. Because there's been a couple of times it's just like, nope, I'm not going. There's not enough time for me to get ready.
It's not. You can't tell me at 4 o'clock that we're going to be head at 6.
There's been a couple of times where I had the last minute thought. I'm like, yeah, we got to do something. And I'm thinking, that's about an hour ahead of us. We could.
Because here's the thing. I got to get the kids ready. I got to drop them off at my mother-in-law's house or my mom's house. Because it's not gonna work.
It takes yes. If
daughters.
You know your surprises has to be announced way in advance so proper planning can be done. Do that. Don't be a fool like me who thinks an hour is good enough. But it happens a few times already. But I have to learn that if I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna have a last minute thought, we're gonna do something spontaneous. Make sure I worked on that.
A full day, just give me a full day
early in the day, so I can have enough time for us to be ready. Because Cece's not the type just gonna jump in, and go.
No.
She's got to get ready.
Unless if we're going grocery shopping, then that's something else. Grocery shopping, then let's pop in the car. But
talking about surprises, it doesn't have to be something going out. Like, for instance, I know it's not something I've done, but leaving little notes around the house to show your partner how you love them. I haven't done that, which I got to try that to see how that goes for you. Yeah, I find a way to try that. I haven't done that, but I've heard it really, really have a great impact on the relationship.
Yes. Yes, I've done that to you. I've done that for you.
Yeah.
In the
now,
past.
One thing we've done, we've gone and go see the sunrise.
Yeah, many times.
Yes. We haven't done it this year, though.
We've done it.
When did you do it
Back
this
in
year?
February.
Ah, see? That was so long ago. But that we've done, and we've watched the sunset. So if you haven't done it, or if you live, we fortunate enough that we're not that far from the beach.
And I think, taking the kids or including the kids, because, when you have little ones, you got to bring them with you.
Yeah.
You really can't and be like, okay, I'm going to.
Yeah, this is not the moment that you could drop them off at grandma.
No, because
like
grandma's
6 o'clock in the morning.
Deep asleep. Yeah, and the kids enjoy that, and I think it's beautiful. I enjoy it. I know it's early in the morning, but I enjoy it. When we get back home, we go back to sleep. And of course, we I love spending time, of course,
at the beach.
At night.
I know.
I do.
I know.
I like seeing the sunrise and the sunset.
Yeah, and those are a great way to either start your day on a high note or end the day on a high note. There's something about the ocean, the wave, and the way it makes her feel, and somehow make me feel the same way.
Yeah, you see how
it's very calming.
Yeah, you see how you like it now?
Yeah.
Because you went into it in the beginning.
Yeah, I thought it was,
feel like it was just
the
silly.
sun coming up. What's the dope?
But
you know what?
Or spend the time at the beach, just sitting by the water.
Yes. I'll tell you that sitting there, the waves, it makes you think a lot clearer and I think everyone should take a moment. Now, I should do it more often, maybe once a week. Like there's this notion that we should have some time set aside to think. And I think the beach should be it. But use it as a way to spend time with your spouse, especially during the summer. It's warm. You can take a bath, just jump in, go for a swim if you're someone who like to swim, and come out and relax and chill. So do that. Yeah.
See, here's the thing about me. I don't want to see anyone's in the water. It's distracting. Like once the sunrise,
people start getting in.
People start getting in. I'm like, okay, I'm out. I see the sunrise. We took some pictures. We had some family time. We talk. We chill. We get some sun and then we out. Now, when the sun set, if the sun is setting down to go to sleep, right? I don't want to see anyone at the beach or jump in the water because that's very distracting. So what I do is I wait until around 7:30, 8 o'clock ish, where it's dark, not too pitch dark, but it's like where
there's been time we stay at the beach past 9 o'clock.
Yeah. And we're just sitting there talking. The kids playing, on the sand and do a little thing on the sand. But I think it's something that I truly enjoy. Yeah. I do enjoy it a lot.
Enjoy it. This is one of the things that we can add to the list of things we want to do. Now, if you're someone who's really adventurous, maybe a road trip, which I know you like.
I would love a road trip. Yes,
a road trip.
I would love a road trip. Which we did last week.
We took a road trip, but there's people that take road trips and they make stops after stops in all little towns. I can't do that. I'm not the type that I think is welcome in every little place around the country. So I have to be very specific as to where I stop. The last thing I want is a stop in the neighborhood or a place where they can't stand me. So, but being on the road is good. Now, I'm not into the stops. If I'm going in, I'll only stop maybe at rest areas, but not in low side towns. I know there's at one time we were coming from a road trip and we stopped at a place, we had brunch and we had some frozen fish. That was really unusual. But it was one of those side towns. That restaurant was standing there by itself.
Was it a Bob Baker?
I don't recall the name of it, but I remember how the food was. So
the food was blah.
Yeah, I'm not the type, but if you're the type who loves to take road trip and stop at every little place to experience the area, that'll be a good idea.
That's exciting. I think it's exciting. Let's say you take the family or your spouse. Hey, let's just drive to Miami. Although it's not that far, but it's still, I enjoy, let's take a drive to Orlando. Let's take a drive to Miami.
She's not driving.
I'm not driving.
She just sits on the passenger seat, just relaxing and telling stories. The last road trip she took, I know she wasn't well. She napped a bit.
But on our way back,
I
was up and talking.
And we have good conversation on those road trips. We talk about everything. Business, life,
personal,
kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's fun. And one thing I want to mention is, take the summer to really, really do something fun. Do something different. Yes, the kids get them involved. At the same time, don't forget yourself and your spouse, because your spouse is important. And, it's something that you want to build memories. And I remember back home, my mom would not send me to go see my grandma. But more so, my brother will go every summer. And that's something fun for him, because he'll go every summer, enjoying the river, enjoying the other kids, and eat mangoes, eat avocados. And I think it's great in the summer when you spend time with family and friends, where you eat corn. You could have like one Saturday. It doesn't have to be July 4th. It could be any Saturdays you're like, man, I want to grill something. I want to invite family over just to have some ribs and some corn and just spend some time
together,
Yeah, it's some good. Mangoes. I think it's great to do that. I mean, of course, it gets us bonding. At the same time, it gets the kids experience, other things, part of our culture too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, it's good to do that. I mean, look for ways to do things with the family. Now, if you want to continue on that adventurous path, there's a few activities you could do, like, for instance, skydiving.
Oh, my God.
Zip lining.
Oh, my God.
Bungee jumping.
I wouldn't do that.
And listen, if you're a daredevil, you're looking for a thrill, you could do that. Maybe I should do that with you to help you get over your fears. She wouldn't even get on a roller coaster.
No, I don't do high stuff. I'm not a high girl. I'm an earth girl. Keep me on the ground. My feet. I'm like so serious.
So if your spouse
must touch the ground,
then don't go. But you know what? If you're already on the airplane, you're already strapping your parachute. You have no choice. You jumping out.
I have to find a way to save my life. Then yes, I would do such.
So if you're certain your spouse will not have a breakdown or will not pass out, then go there. But if like, I would not take the chance with Cece to go on skydiving, but I'd like to. I want to.
Bungee jumping for me. I mean, I think it sounds great, but no.
You're tied to a rope and you just bounce right back.
See, let's climb up the mountain. Because we climbing up, and that's still the ground. We going up.
But you're afraid of height. You get up there.
I'm not afraid of height. Listen, but my feet touch the ground, though.
Sissy's got problem going to those overpass. We're on a 3-layer overpass. She would close her eyes.
Well, yes.
She would not look down. I mean, it's not even the tallest one there is. Just 3 layers of road. So she's not climbing mountains. I know that for a fact.
I would go on climbing mountains. I would do it because my feet are touching the ground. I'm an earth girl, so I'm doing anything that's earthy.
Then I'll need to find something. Rock climbing, but mountain climbing. But we don't have mountains here in Florida. I'll have to drive far to find a mountain to climb.
What made you think I love going on those trail? I love going on the trail.
There's no going up. They're just flat surfaces.
So it's still
anyway, but yeah, a walk on the trail will be a good thing too. If there's a trail nearby, we have a few by our house. From time to time, we just go on a trail. There's one that's completely over water. Sometimes it smells, but it's been cleaned.
The only thing I would do is take classes. Right, take classes together with you and learn if this is something that I really want to do, like the zip lining or the climbing or the rock
simulator to see.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have such a thing, but maybe we could kind of test it in a safe environment like this to see.
Right, I think to me that might work.
Let's
go try this out. And while we're talking about extreme, why not do like some cheese and wine? Let's go do some drawings. That's Monday. There's some fun classes that you could take. Let's draw your
That was me thinking.
Your spouse.
Listen, that was me thinking. I wasn't thinking those things. I was thinking things we could do outdoors.
I'm adding
this summer.
some stuff that's outdoor too. Get outdoor, get a naked person there laying on the table or whatever. Then you just draw that person, or get your spouse on the table and you draw your spouse. That's like bonding moment while you're eating some cheese and crackers and some wine. You doing your drawing. I think that's great.
This was not on my thoughts. But I guess that's something that you can do.
It's fun. One thing I do see on, y'all know I'm a TikTok on the weekend kind of girl. One thing I do see on TikTok is that there's couples who are doing this drawing about each other. Like I'll have you on the other side and you draw me and then I'll draw you, which is fun.
Yeah.
For some reason, the husband always come out looking like a mess. The wife always turn out looking good, or the girlfriend.
So the husbands are good at that. The mans are good at drawing.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, we're
We should try that. Like, get a canvas and then just you draw me and then I draw you. Boy, let me tell you, you already gonna look like a mess. I'm telling you right now. Because I don't see. Well, then again, you never know. You never know. I'm very creative.
If you can find something that you can both enjoy, do it.
Yes.
Now I'm thinking extreme, but she's thinking very non-extreme stuff.
That's romantic.
But I'm thinking it's the summer. If you could do something outdoors, something that involves being active.
That's active.
Do it. But you know what? We did ask some of our listeners to share some of the things that they're planning on doing this summer, and I know I have what's her name? Emily shared with us that her and her partner they're doing a summer-long book club. Now, this kind of like along the line of your thing. They're gonna read and discuss a new book every week. That sounds like something along your line of thing. I wasn't thinking this.
That sounds good.
Listen, I'm thinking outdoors. Unless we're gonna read this book on our way to the while we're in the airplane, but to do that skydiving, that's great.
No.
Right?
No.
So, but that's something that they're doing, and they're doing it as a family, as a couple, and that's gonna definitely help. And obviously, they'll have the choice of book. I'm sure she's gonna be the one picking the books that they read.
That's not a bad idea. I used to read those novel books back in my younger
Emily,
age,
I think you're gonna cause me a problem.
I should do that. I'm gonna do that, Emily. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You know what? Before we continue, there is this book club that I'm part of.
Yeah.
And they're reading the smut.
What is the smut?
Like, they're reading like the, you know what?
I don't know.
Like the hot, sweaty, and some stuff.
There's a women book club, and this wouldn't be something that I'll be interested in.
You should be a part of it.
No. Okay, carry on that book club. You see, you already caused me a problem, Emily. But Alex and Jamie said that they're planning to volunteer at a local animal shelter. Now that's good. I mean, listen, we're on a guinea pig, so I could say that we're an animal person, but I can understand that, volunteering, doing things outdoor.
Yeah.
Animal shelter, that's great. Homeless shelter.
Yeah.
That's great stuff too. Help feed the homeless. I think that's something. And if there's something local, in every cities have them. Mm-hmm. If you look around, you'll find it. If you could do that this summer, maybe a few times you just go and donate a few hours here and there just to help those in need or the animals in need, by all means do so. So Alex and Jamie, that's what they're planning on doing. Sarah and Mark says they're planning on visiting different beach every weekend. Now, they didn't say if it's going to be morning or evening. I'm assuming it's probably going to be during the day, because they are planning on comparing each one of the beach. They've already made a list of beach, so they must live near the coast. I don't see someone that lived in the middle of the country. They didn't say where they live, but they must live near beaches. Like, for instance, for where we live, we can literally have access to like maybe 10 beaches.
Yeah.
So I think, but that's neat though. It's gonna be outdoors, different beaches.
Every weekend?
Yes, they said every weekend during the summer. They're going to different beaches, and then they'll be comparing each one of them. So that sounds real fun what they're doing. So
that sounds
kudos
real fun
to you guys, and obviously this just goes to show that
the book idea.
Different couples are doing different things to actually enjoy themselves. And if you can do outdoors things, if you have the means to do so, I think it's a great way to get out of the office, get out of the house, go see new places. Believe me.
Right.
In your home, you can change as many things you can inside of it, but it's still the same place.
It's still the same place.
So if you really want to experience things, do things outdoors.
Yeah, we're going to be out this weekend.
We've covered a number of fantastic ideas in today's podcast. What are you planning? Some fun activities, maybe some romantic moments, or maybe some exciting daredevil adventures. The key is to spend quality time with your partner.
Yes, I agree.
And make the most of the summer.
Yeah.
It's only 2 months, and before you know it, you snap your fingers, the summer is gone.
Listen.
So remember, it's not about how much money you spend.
Hey.
Or how far you travel.
Yes. Yes.
It's about the experience you share and the memories you create together.
Yes.
So take the time.
I always say that.
Think of the ideas. If you're someone like myself, think of crazy things to do, and hopefully your partner will allow you to do them.
If you're someone like myself,
like on the trip we took last week, it would have been nice for her to try all these roller coasters.
But I wasn't well.
I guarantee you, even if she was well, there's certain one of them that she would not have tried.
I probably would have tried the Men in Black.
Yeah, that was
and Transformer.
That was no.
Transformer seems like it was fun.
Those weren't roller coasters, but yes, they did put you in this thing that really shake you. But you know what? Whatever you do something that you enjoy, something that you can both enjoy and capture as much of the memories as you can.
Yes.
Videos and pictures, these things you can save them and they will last forever.
Just
don't throw that drive away if you store them on the computer,
Yes. And include your grandparents too. If you have your grandparents, like your parents.
Yeah.
Include them. Get the kids involved with them as well.
Yes.
That's important.
Very, very important. Very important.
And their cousins.
Everyone in the family. If you can do things to make sure that you include everyone, and by all means, because at the end of the day, if you can enjoy the summer with the people you love,
right, there you go,
it makes it worthwhile.
Yes.
So guys, don't forget to update us on your summer activities.
Yes.
We love hearing from our listeners, our viewers, on what they do. Share some stories and share some photos. We thank you guys for joining us on the Blissology Podcast today. We hope that you have an amazing summer full with love, crazy activities, maybe some skydiving and bungee jumping, or some book reading. Emily, enjoy your book reading. But, enjoy it. We hope you guys do the things you love to make sure that you make the summer enjoyable. Listen, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share and like and leave us some comments. We appreciate having you guys with us on this podcast. So until next time, everybody, please stay blissful and peace.